You cannot make this stuff up. They do not want to talk about their own problems. So it says 53 civilians unalive, 34 abducted. Lakurawa terrorists laid siege to northwest Nigeria last week, storming a security camp in Kebbi State and killing 10 police officers before invading a town in Sokoto. Okay, 62,000, but she doing pretty good numbers, right? She just had a video where she did 100,000, talking about black folks are fighting back and aren't tolerating white folks. This one she got out saying enough is enough. Black folks are no longer accepting what they endured for years from white folks. White man claims black men are a danger to white men who date black women. It's definitely white, black, white, black. It's rage baiting content.
Might have to drop a dime on them.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
All right, y'all, we back with another video, man. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So check this out, y'all. We got Gracey D, right? She's a YouTuber, pretty big one over there in Africa, all right, Nigeria. And she just did a video that went viral, but she's talking about Black Americans and white Americans, right? She's saying some things that she's on our side. But my point of this video is they just had 53 civilians unalived, 10 police officers unalived in the last week, all right? And 34 citizens abducted. And I'm looking on YouTube and none of these African content creators is talking about this. Not only that, they had to shut down a paper factory because of illegal dumping. Okay, that's waste is being dumped in their water sources. You cannot make this stuff up. They do not want to talk about their own problems. I'm going to let y'all hear some of what she said, and I'm going to show y'all the big problems that's going on there that they are ignoring. Somebody is going to have to check these people and say, listen, stop ignoring your country. It's people that's getting unalived. Okay, I don't know if they scared to talk about it. And listen, I understand they making money talking about FBAs. I get it. But at least them same videos that you making on FBAs, you can make about your country and what's going on. I'm gonna do y'all a solid. I'm gonna start putting y'all on blast. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Without further ado,
what's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. My good name is Gracey D. I hope you are doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. So you ever wonder why Black Americans are labeled as violent or aggressive? That is also something that I've really been thinking so hard about. I've really been trying to get to understand why. And I've been, doing a lot of videos on Black American history, the American history, and also getting to learn and unlearn what I've been taught that is not true about the Black American.
Y'all know we got that book, FBA history book, coming out soon. Trying to get the facts and trying to let, it be common knowledge of our history coming from us, man. Y'all look out for that, but let me let her go.
And today we are going to unlearn about Black Americans being violent, as most These people have, made a lot of people believe out here. So you ever wonder, why is it that when a black person speaks up, demands respect, challenges injustice, or refuses to accept discrimination quietly, the conversation so quickly becomes about their aggression or violence? Now, when you really think about it, you'll be like, yeah, everything that you see and the narrative that have been pushed out here by the mainstream media would actually make you be like, yeah, these they are violent, no, they're very aggressive, but they don't show us, the whole or the reality of how things are in most cases. One thing that I've come to learn and observe is that when a black person says this is wrong and I'll not accept it, or when a black person stands up for themselves in more.
Okay, so in most cases, she's saying that, okay, this isn't true in most cases. Now, I want y'all to see and look at what's going on right now in the country. Check this out. So, this article is by Discover the Truth About Nigeria. Okay. And it goes to say that the week, Lakurawa rampage, highway ambushes, Fulani militia attacks rock northern Nigeria. This is serious stuff. So it says 53 civilians unalive, 34 abducted. Lakurawa terrorists laid siege to northwest Nigeria last week, storming a security camp in Kebbi State and killing 10 police officers before invading a town in Sokoto. In the north central, armed men in military uniforms ambushed travelers on major highways, even as separate attacks in Benue left at least 3 people unalived. Okay. So it says more than 200 ISIS linked Lakurawa fighters on motorcycles descended on a security camp in Makuku, Sakaba County in Kebbi State at about 9:25 a.m. Monday 10th. The Nigerian police force confirmed, right? So the camp housed personnel from the Special Intervention Squad, Platoon 2, and Police Mobile Force 48. So there is a serious amount of violence that's being had in Nigeria. Now, when I did content about people from Africa, there was people in my comments saying, "Hey, bro, they probably can't speak on it, or they'll get taken out, or something will happen to them." But this is in such dire need that I think you got to talk about this. Okay, so the militants and police exchanged gunfire for more than 2 hours before reinforcements from the Nigerian Army and Air Force arrived from Kebbi and neighboring Katsina State. The camp was eventually secured, but the attack left 10 police officers and civilian vigilant and 2 other civilians dead. 2 police officers were wounded. Police said the attackers suffered significant losses, with at least 17 militants killed and several motorcycles destroyed. Inspector General of Police Alantaju Disu called the deaths of the officers a painful loss to the force of the nation. The assault was not an isolated clash. On the same day, Nigerian forces confronted another group of Lakurawa fighters elsewhere in Kebbi. The fighters scattered under fire, abandoning motorcycles, mobile phones of communication, radios, and identity card belonging to Nigerian national from the Tilbury region. So, like I'm showing y'all, it's very serious. Officers is getting unalive, civilians is getting abducted. Okay. This is when they talk about the media. Check this out. Nigerian media also reported that Captain Ishmael Abukabar, described as the commandant of the National Youth Service Corps orientation camp in the Wamaku County, Sokoto State, was killed in a separate attack by armed bandits in Kebbi. So, I mean, y'all can read this article in totality, but I want to show y'all too how, you know, a lot of people are living in filth in Nigeria. Okay, so this article is been produced by Yahoo, but you know Yahoo does international news. They trying to get their bag, right? But it says Nigeria shuts paper factory after officials trace illegal dumping, burning, and river pollution. This is being reported today, both of these issues, right? Authorities have shut down a Nigerian paper manufacturer over allegations that it was using an unauthorized dump site, setting waste on fire in the open and moving trash toward a river relied on by neighboring communities. The case is a stark example of how careless and cost cutting industrial practices can put ordinary families at risk, especially when pollution reaches shared water sources. So, just how important this stuff is, and we can see how nobody's saying nothing. Okay, they're okay with this happening and just reporting on Black American and white American business. All right, so this is her YouTube, okay, 62,000, but she doing pretty good numbers, right? She just had a video where she did 100,000, talking about Black folks are fighting back and aren't tolerating white folks. This one she got out saying enough is enough. Black folks are no longer accepting what they endured for years from white folks. White man claims Black men are a danger to white men who date Black women. It's definitely white, black, white, black. It's rage baiting content. But what I'm saying is, my point is, they are abandoning the news and the important information that's going on in their country. Right. And if we look at any of them that we had, you know, we put that boycott on Kenya Beast, Modi Speaks, Profess, Dad, BJ, Mr. DA, Mercy Realities, Kenya Twins, Eugene from Kenya, Convo Space. They not speaking on, you know, the serious issues that's going on in their country. I think that's pretty serious if that much people are dying. And they talking about violence that's going on in America. Like, how can you skip over your own backyard? Your house is burning and, you know, you worrying about something that's going on thousands of miles away from you. So this is another one, y'all, we got to put on that list. Definitely not standing on business. Now listen, from what I hear her speaking, she is saying some things that make sense for us. But how could you trust what somebody's doing if they're ignoring the things that's happening in their own backyard? I know it's a financial gain and a financial benefit for us to be talking about us, but you're gonna neglect your own homeland? You're gonna neglect your country? That's just what I'm seeing. But like y'all said, man, 53 civilians taken out, 34 abducted, and 10 police officers got unalived. Y'all got to think twice before you want to travel over there. You see, Afro Think Tank ain't over there. He in DC. You talking about he a king over there in Nigeria, but he don't want to live over there. All of these people, and listen, we don't have no problems with Africa. We just want y'all to care about the problem that's going on over there. Don't try to ignore it and rage bait what's going on over here. But that's what I got for y'all, man. We is going live tonight, y'all. We're gonna go live at 10:30. Make sure y'all tap in, go over some more topics. But I love and appreciate y'all. Shout out to the Water Gang. Shout out to Shabazz, fresh always. You know, Pinky Wells, everybody who been supporting the channel, man. I love and appreciate y'all. Everybody who helping us getting information out for the book. Y'all a blessing. You know, we appreciate everything that everybody been doing to push the channel forward, man. We just touched 16,000. So I catch y'all in the next video. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Peace and love.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax spaces for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.